damage every single day. These things like square off, you're going to be doing a lot of critical attacks, and then a vertical thunder sword and a launch one square sword, that's probably just the better options because those ones get 110 clicks. But for those weapons, you have to farm for them, and this one you don't have to farm for them, so it is going to be just as good as all the other square swords in the game. But I don't really consider it the best one. Number 7 is the War Fox Talent Attack, and it's a really nice double strike. With this double strike, you can do the highest damage out of all the square swords, and it does one very far too. So it can carry nicely if you're going to go either a status effect build or a hard enemy attack build. And if you're going to go the status effect build, you're still better off just going with power stance square swords instead. With those light attacks are just going to pop it in one quicker, and hard attacks are going to get you some more stance damage. But the thing is with great sword, the stance damage of hard attacks are not that high. They only get you 33 stance damage. So if you wanted to stance breaks, you could just go ahead and use things like square off instead. You could have square off alongside a power stance and status effect build, and it's just going to work better. But obviously that involves leveling up 2 different weapons. Well, this weapon can do a pretty decent job at doing both, but only needs to have the one weapon, and you can pair them alongside a shield as well. So although the heavy attack does have some nice utility, I just don't consider that caring. Now the thing is, I still consider the large one square foot to be better because it just gets more damage. It gets higher base damage, so all the health fusions, the large one square foot should just perform better. And even with dexterity fusions, where the vertical slender sword excels at, the large one square foot is going to be better there too. At 40, 60, and 80 dexterity, the large one square foot just straight up out damages the vertical slender sword. It's only when you get to about 90 dexterity that the vertical slender sword actually does out damage. But at that point, you might as well go spec into a 40 type build, of which the large one square foot still does more damage as well. Now, the vertical slender sword does get a bit more range, but the range difference is not that big to watch the damage fall that you actually get when running with this weapon. It's not like the range difference is the same thing as the Gucci Tunnel or the Magic Tool, but a very big discrepancy, and that little bit of damage fall off is worth it. But in this instance, I think the launch one square sword is better, but honestly, you can't go wrong with it. Number 5, the Regalia of the Ochad. I don't care how anybody else says it, this is how I say it, it sounds cool this way. But this is a dexterity in half, and the basic greatsword does get some split match damage, and it still is an Ochad stem to develop, which is basically the exact same as the Mari's executioner sword, and this skill is just incredible. You can alongside this from the multiple parts, it's one big match, and the guy right general, you want to just watch this amount of damage, and you could even just like watch the bosses one time. And how positive it is to now have the chance to start to discover the damage. I think it's with the Regalia, its skill is never going to be as good as the Mari's skill, and the exact same animation as the split, the same XP health, but the Mari's execution as well just goes further, does more damage, and has high draw too. So if you're just going to spec all into the skill, the Mari's sword is just a better option. Now, I'm still going to find out what the value in with the spread sword moveset is. You can go across the multi-hit talismans using the light attacks, and with that damage boost, you can go ahead and use the skill that way, and probably end up getting very similar damage to the Mari's executioner sword. So my personal preference probably is more towards that type of playstyle because I just value that power sensing trades of combos that much. But once again, if you are going to focus mainly on the skill, the Mari's is a much better option. Number 4 is Broadsword, which is the highest damaging straight sword in the game with every single pattern fusion because this is how damages the rest of them. So whether you have a one single power damage to Broadsword, these things that possibility. Now it's not going to make for high effects in physical straight sword for a few different reasons. One, it doesn't get 100% crit like some of the other ones do. It does get some of the fullest range. And it also does get the bad heavy attack suited. Those 100 heavy attacks are horizontal attacks, which is obviously going to be a lot worse than the one because we're not going to do damage. It is a one less dimension, and then the fight too. Now, as a big heavy attacks are not that important when it comes to straight sword because you're typically using attacks that stand break, but because you have access to square off, you don't really need to use the heavy attacks. But if you're really trying a skill that doesn't use square off, but it might be a big deal, so you're better off going in a different direction. And in terms of the range difference, it's not that noticeable compared to somebody who's attacks on straight sword, but it still is going to be a downside. And the 110 crit is not really that noticeable either, especially because you have a very high damage weapon. It does scale defense off strength, which causes the other sword scale better with dexterity, but even with these two benefits increasing, the Broadsword just scoops it up anyway. Definitely, I'm quite confident in our calculation in terms of usable straight sword, but it is the highest damage one. Number 3 is Long Sworn Straight Sword, what I consider the best one that anything you can use. It does get some of the highest range damage, it does get some of the most range, and it gets 100% crit, all while having the exact same really good straight sword moveset. Now, if you're not going to go into a stance break kind of build, I think that Broadsword is going to be the better option. because that one skin fit is not going to be that big of a deal. But if you are going to go into a skin fit, you kind of build this square up and utilize things like the diamond house and things that you're going to create in church. And the most one breakout is the better option as well. As long as you are going to get arguments and you can almost skin fit and have a skill, you also want to get it to your head time. Although the most one breakout is the better one time. That has a thing, all the differences between the breakout are so small and not really that noticeable. You just make things you have to work on it to the best one. If I'm going to be completely honest, this is the one that you think works the best. But if it ends better trying to use a better responsible, I think that launch one breakout doesn't have the most benefits, so I consider it to be the best one that can be used. Number two is coded sword, which is a pure only straight sword in this game. Doesn't get scanned all the time and take any other stats, one bait, not getting split down the panel idle. Holy Diamond doesn't really fall back in the base game, but since the DLC releasing, we have a lot more enemy groups, the Holy Diamond is even harder to sort of life too. The coded sword builds are just going a lot better, but the reason why I consider the coded sword to be something.
Yeah, right. Start stopping your drive.
Alright, so here we go, everybody. Let's get it, boys. Okay, welcome everyone to episode 9 of the President's Play Pokemon series. Last time, Joe had himself a Battlefield episode against King Max, not Chili, and against Flannery and the Marvelous. Yeah, I can't think of that. Not a chance to help, Joe. You can call up on the Pokemon at your own time. But we have a lot of stuff to get to today.
You know, it was possible because that conversation was made. Because Bill was experiencing a dopamine overload after talking to Flannery and for the back-to-back. He hasn't given up to go down.
Hey, just look at our 14
Now we can go check out that president.
Yeah, we can get in there for sure, but definitely need to do some. Oh my God, I do not give a shit. Madeline, she actually just called me to tell me she lost the battle. Did she think we're that close? Who the fuck even is, man?
I don't know. I don't care because you're right. You need to put some training done in the desert before you put them on that shit. This might be an extra long episode on how the thing is going and whatnot. So if we end up cutting around more stuff than usual, please understand.
Yeah, we kind of have a goal of making sure we advance the plot and the episode. And the next plot after the fourth gym is going straight to the fifth gym. So we got to take on that today.
Exactly. I'm excited though. The Norman gym and the fight itself are both pretty fun ones. I'm glad I get to do it myself.
What the hell is so fun about the normal gym? You literally just walk through a bunch of doors. There's like nothing particularly appealing about it.
Well, Joe, I'm not surprised your newbie ass can't appreciate the gym style where you pick the battle specialty of each of your opponents. You can play around their particular play style to your advantage. And I always thought that was kind of cool.
I can appreciate that, Donald, but I will admit it isn't exactly the most engaging gym design all things considered.
All right, whatever. Agree to disagree, I guess. Anyway, yeah, this hiker has a point. Where the hell is the fossil tower? Isn't it supposed to be right here?
Ooh, you know what? I've heard that Mirage Tower actually only spawns if we have talked to the fossil maniac back in Falador Town. So I guess that guy does have some importance in the main story as well as the post-game after all.
SMH Donald, you claimed to be the fossil maniac expert, but you didn't even know that, huh?
Okay, I never claimed to be the fossil maniac expert. I simply claim to be more knowledgeable on the subject of the rock, which is all I actually care about.
Oh, so you're literally just a
There's one more here about his contract. Okay, this seems to be interesting to build.
Pokemon player here, but for some reason they tend
Who will be on TradeDeadline this year?
Well, I think I convinced
I don't. None of my top guys would be, so but that.
Wouldn't you think that was really the case?
Matheson will hopefully will be here.
Besides, Donald and I have 2 watch one game. That's not a fair comparison. Don't call me trash because Donald, you're kind of getting smoked.
This is lonely. I'm getting blown by RNG. You know it. Guys, you better bring it. You know, I listened to that thing in the Reddit board saying today, confused with siding. And now I hit it myself 3 times in a row. That's complete RNG. It's not a space, it's not doing that.
It's for the violence, it's just a bit of a story on side. It's just a bit of a few minutes, Donald, we can continue to prioritize these things.
God to finally have an actually respectable attack on the Jewish thing. I think it'll be the easiest one to explain out here in the first place. I'm guessing it's going to be a bunch of ground and rock.
Yeah, the crappy part is that actually it's pretty ideal to keep it in the red here so you can make sure to kill everything thanks to the overability. So the same stuff is doing that entire strategy.
Yeah, the fact that weather is permanent generation 3 honestly feels like an oversight. That's such a broken concept. If you don't want to expand the entire anatomy, absolutely run the entire Gen 3 competitive meta.
Well, I would say that it's broken because of the importance of weather in the stories of Generation 3 in the first place. It kind of makes sense that it's overpowered because it's high over, louder, it's supposed to be overpowered. But it's also pretty cool that Rayquaza gets his ability to negate those two, given how the main story unfolds later on.
Yeah, I guess you have a point for that one, Donald. Speaking of Pokemon Meta, did you guys see the new DLC news for starters about it?
Yeah, hell yeah, I did. They're bringing back on the starter. I'm so excited.
Joe, that's like the only thing in that announcement that nobody cares about.
I'm trying to get the new Chikorita, the best starter of all time.
Well, I was wondering if you
Get good starters,
Take that back right now.
terrible fighting, terrible stats, terrible moveset, and performs terribly in the region.
Donald, I don't care about that. She's literally so cute. Didn't you ever watch the anime?
Joe, you can't call her objectively the best and then talk about how cute she is.
All right, fine. Well, then what superstar of Pokemon is your guy's favorite if you're so pleasant?
That's actually kind of a tough one for me. Donald, do you want to go first? So I think
Okay, Donald, can you please explain why the first to the plays look in line with your thoughts since your favorite?
Well, my answer is based on actual objectivity, unlike yours.
Please elaborate on that.
Okay, so basically, Joe, considering Platinum is the best game in the series, the starters obviously play a significant role in that. Most importantly, Infernape is an insane glass cannon that can sweep through so many important battles. His mixed coverage is crazy for the whole game, and is an absolute S-tier Pokemon for any Nuzlocke. He also looks cool as hell, and is also sick in the anime. I know you all remember the Paul fight we talked about recently.
you're going to take Donald to Shoreline to 6 for sure. They might get least play here by the way.
Oh, please, yeah, let's just see it. It's going to be close.
Yeah, it's going to be another battle for me.
That's all right. Anyway, yeah, thanks for asking, asshole. I think I know my favorite starter now. Probably going to have to go back to mine.
Wait, so did we always end up shooting the Pokemon we have on our screen?
I get surprised we literally picked them out ourselves.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. Oshawott is probably my favorite because I really like using the Kissing camera in Legends of Arceus.
That's it.
Yeah, pretty lengthy.
Okay, well, fuck both of you. It's also a cool design and it's funny in the anime.
That's a little bit better. Yeah.
Okay, I think that makes a good segue for the common question today.
So good look, Phil. Yeah, you would want to tell us your favorite starter on this guy. How do you think this does that?
Okay, well, I was still thinking of how they can explain how Chikorita is the best starter for the shit thing they got. But I guess that was...
You know, I think that is not a single story in the comic will say that Chikorita is his favorite starter.
Donald, are you looking at my outfit or something? Why is that going to play out the entire time together?
It's punishment for all the really good ball players. That being said, we leveled up 29 years and finally get beat good.
I've been waiting for this for like 8 episodes ever since we caught Bullet Speed. I knew it was going to be trash for us.
Yeah, this is a pivotal moment in the life.
Actually, I think we don't need it.
Donald, no! Big shot forward.
I'm just messing around. Of course, we're learning the move. That being said, replayed animation and sound is way too damn cool to use for the first time while the red help sound is going off. I'm saving it for the next battle.
You know what, Donald? I can appreciate that. That's a very positive statement. We ought to save it at home, and it would be hard to do so.
You guys are doing Donald just kill the same breakfast with them.
I knew you would Joe. Just have some patience, we will get through soon. For now, I'm just going to let the rest of the team take care of this battle.
Yeah, Joe, how hard can it be? They're only level 22, and we have dozen of fully evolved Pokemon on the squad already.
I know, dude, Stan's class is pretty busy with volunteers.
Chill out, Joe. I got Mango and Rudy to take care of this whole thing in like 20 seconds. Just watch.
Wow. Oh my God, it's finally over.
Literally took like 4 minutes. No goddamn reason to look so stupid, Donald. Oh, I'm so the cameo of Sand Slash. There's a fucking Harry Potter. We literally finished like 6 moves in a row at one point, and he just kept spamming defense for the whole time.
It's on now. Donald, please just get us out of the godforsaken desert. Because I don't even care about these boys. I just want to get out of here.
Right, well, if you know if there are. It's just the Whitney Rock team.
No trainers, but I think there was actually a PM down at the bottom that actually go and pick up. Can't remember which one. Ooh, good look. Yeah, it was something interesting. Considering how
Jesus Christ, this is officially the worst room in the entire game. I'm getting us out of here right now. All that for the sandstorm PM.
okay, so at least we finally got some good levels for the team. I feel a lot more comfortable going into normal gym now that Sky can throw out some actually reliable damage.
Yeah, we can appreciate the least slow animation that's found.
Oh, hell yeah, maybe even now.
Definitely now, we're getting that animation plus the super effective sound after. This is about to be orgasmic. You if you're in for a treat.
Okay, the boys are in the general channel. I just sent a message for them to hop in here so they can experience this.
What the fuck do you guys want? You're in the middle of zombies on a section right now.
George, I'm about to kill this fella. I just want to play 5 already. That's my favorite zombies map.
Okay, first of all, John 5 is a kid zombies map. Because that crazy COVID scientist always steals my gun. What the hell is smoke?
Yeah, besides John, every time we play that map, it doesn't restart. So he doesn't play with himself. It's just so good. Everyone just doesn't know up for 5 seconds. So we can listen to this map and just do it good.
Super Rock. Okay, here we go.
Now that is so right.
Seriously wrong. You're not dead. Oh yeah, we're coming to the back of the river. Oh my God. Wait, where's that little team, Joe?
Don't worry about it. John, let's just get back to our game. You guys suck for making us watch that crap, by the way. Well, those two are just idiots with no respect for the Indian country.
Joe, that was the craziest diss I've ever heard you drop on someone.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where that came from. Honestly, I was just kind of pissed. I invited them to the call for something special to us, and they didn't respect it the same way we did. Anyway, we're past that now. Let's get on with the story here.
All right, so before we head back to Middleton, I wanted to do a couple things in Grateful here. I'm pretty sure we can buy more of the Secret Power TMs here, but more importantly, we can get Hidden Powers too, which have a chance to be some full-type coverage for some of our teams.
Yeah, Hidden Power is actually pretty interesting in generating. For all intents and purposes, you still get random punch in the random-based power that's in 30 and 70. The type of power is actually based on a formula utilizing the Pokemon type specific variables. So I'm not have to calculate it all for the representation.
Yeah, I'm sure that guys are type coverage. I'm thinking, look, it's a story. And then it's in the sky because I'm tired of trying to make Huey coverage.
What is going to get on mandates, but the coverage is always
Plus, Hidden Power, why would we want that in Florida?
so that's another thing about it. They'll get a stack for generation of food. The people norm is protecting everything.
Yeah, but honestly, it's so fun to have the heads up. I like to understand the type of like against enemy range on music eliminating the options based on type effectiveness.
You know, the single-based stuff will be on your own time, so just come back to it, dive in yourself.
Alright, so I got the Hidden Power TMs I wanted. The second thing here is a bunch of these soda pops. So I'm going to buy a whole bunch of these real quick here and we'll cut all this out. Alright, like 25 bottles of soda later, we'll probably find them out. Try to finally make our way to dinner.
Sounds like a plan, Donald. I'm looking forward to seeing how you want it. The guys, I just wanted to pop in real quick and say that move animation is sick as hell. I want to play and use it sometime. I just needed to act cool and kind of cut it.
Alright, George, maybe you can come in and learn how to play sometime if the viewers are okay with you taking an episode sometime down the line. Maybe we'll let you do the Safari Zone or something more casual.
That's a good idea. I'd be cool with that, George, no offense. But getting there and experience this game is probably just starting with some battles or anything. So maybe you can come in and do a special like catching the legendary.
That sounds good. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Okay, let's plan on letting you do that, but that actually for a while, do it. Okay, thanks, guys. Just let me know. Okay, kind of dumbass, probably still got crawler by now. I gotta go.
Alright, well, I'm surprised you're wholesome. I'm glad you admitted to that.
Yeah, I think we were planning on doing a special with the legendaries anyway. I guess teaching George how to catch them would be a cool switch. I'm sure Cal is waiting with his dumb ass to learn the real secret stuff.
Hey, that reminds me, we didn't actually go into that Star Wars Virus. We kind of lost track of the Star Wars. There's some new information on the Viking and Valiant variants of new moves. But I'm more so interested in how the new type is going to work.
Whoa. They added new type. Not a joke. It's just a territory specific type. There's some speculation that it's going to be along the lines of the legends of Arceus Legends play, where it'll make you super effective against the opponent. But also, we need their attacks too to balance that out.
Yeah, I don't really know how they're going to do it. To be fair, I think they handled the academic very pretty well. So I'm looking forward to how this is going to go. I don't think it's going to be an actual new type, like some people are talking about a light type or a sound type or something like that. But we just have to wait to see.
Oh, hell no, they don't need a new type.
I've already done too much to keep track of all the different type effectivenesses. I've been playing this series for 20 years and I still get confused from time to time. Like, did you guys know Rocket actually moved up by the Rocket?
Yes, yes, yes.
Alright, well, whatever students do.
Also relevant to that news, I'm still super excited for the third couple of Paradox legendaries to come out. Paradox is the coolest of the swords of justice, and often the most threatened. And anything is about to finally get the buff it always needed. The Dragon Fire Legend is so quickly
That's on Blazing Bark is going to be so sick.
Bark. It's not going to be called Blazing Bark, Joe. That's the dumbest name I've ever heard of.
I think that's kind of the thing behind it. That was completely unaffected, but okay.
Whatever your both on track, I gotta go heal up real quick to Del Caddy actually trying to pour me a new one.
What is this that I've never been said before for 300?
Anyway, I forgot these trainers all have hyper potions in addition to their X items. Maybe the skill is a bit more annoying than I thought.
Well, if you're already frustrated by that, then Patty, then you are in for a surprise for the rest of this year.
Seriously, Obama, you getting tired of hyping up these gym trainers so much? The team is cool to me, that's why I like it. But there's no way I'm actually going to struggle in terms of competing with it. I mean, look, I have to tighten up against this flow. This is easy peasy.
Let's just hope so, Donald. By the way, Donald, if we beat this gym, and we still have at least a little time to spare, we might be able to end off the episode by getting our water set. And that could be super fun, because we can finally spend the wind pad on
Right, Joe.
one of the lucky viewers who gets correctly.
You know what this is going to be about? Getting a goddamn wisdom. We will be getting Sharpedo, and that is I am playing. So I will be picking it up just right in that week when we get the good run.
Donald, we have to figure out a way to do this fairly. Maybe we should send a poll to see what the majority of them
Joe, I know you're puppet ass doesn't have big responsibilities in the White House. So I wouldn't be surprised if you already counted up every single comment and every water type in each of our past videos.
Donald, I definitely not counted up each individual comment that we got in Sharpedo. Ever since episode 3, so we got the idea of which water types we could get. But that's just a thing.
I've heard that this is going to lie to the
Obama, what do you think you should do? You go forward with giving your opinion.
Yeah, you want to know why I haven't heard the voice like this?
Yeah, I mean, I just figured being neutral on which gas and Sharpedo.
Good job, Ed.
Yeah, well, actually, Donald, I don't do the truth because I was told you didn't go back when we sort of talked about this, but then I talked about how I wanted to get out my food, but most of you ignored me, so I just stopped there.
Sounds like some pretty cautious behavior if you ask me, Donald.
Well, good thing no one asked you that in the
Well,
show.
we don't know the line. Do you walk away from the show whenever you get into an argument instead of de-escalating the situation?
Yeah, for us, open communication skills. I hope some of them have to see those negativity in the household.
Holy shit, you know what the hell I'm getting mad out there from this people over there right now? Literally, I'm just like, you live with an obsession for how much I do it. Trustworthy. This is getting the mask pounded by a living thing. Yeah, neither qualified to lecture my emotional intelligence.
Well, I guess we don't have to ask about it. That response gave me all the answers to any questions you could have asked them.
But we're not going to have to agree with you on that one, Donald.
Whatever, guys, I'm glad you responded with flashing my abilities as a husband. Regardless, Donald, are you still a fan of this thing? You're really spit out by one of the worst Pokemon in the entire game.
Don't you say that on Stickman.
Yeah, honestly, I was about to speak with the computer when Mike got infatuated. Didn't fully infatuated in turn 1. But I had to keep my composure. Otherwise, I would have looked like a hypocrite while lecturing without healthy communication.
All right, you know what, Donald? I just want to move past this. I don't think the viewers are into this process of you being an emotionally sound individual. This sounds like pretty poor script writing for Jack.
Wait, what? Hey, Donald, do you have any sort of plan for this battle? Nobody's actually got some tough Pokemon. So if you don't have a strategy, it might be impossible with this team we have.
Well, first of all, do archery always possible, so got that down. And yeah, I got a sheet pulled up on my phone here. It doesn't look too fresh, so I don't know what's going on about Joe.
Although Donald owns his 200 bucks, I put a gimmick together and it's going to be hard to handle it just to do it.
Okay, well, most of the team, I guess I have to think about it here. I think I'm going to lead off with my either one to one decision. Shouldn't be too hard unless we get really lucky with confused attacks.
Okay, yeah, the spirit is definitely the easiest number on the team to do so. I have this plan to probably take care of this thing.
And after that, I think we'll just hold on to the momentum advantage. Bruce can take out one of his Pokemon on his own. Mango can do the same. And Sky can come in and deal with the swinging with the big scratch to play around the cooler stuff. I can even stack up a party ability as usual if I need to. I don't like when you guys doubt my ability as a Pokemon trainer.
Well, yeah, in an ideal world, Donald gets to do all that stuff, but you're going to be victim to RNG that you're clearly not willing to play around. You're just going to go gung-ho on this. I don't like that. We haven't lost an actual battle yet, and I'm hoping we don't have to start.
Yeah, he makes a good point, Donald. You can have a backup plan, too. This is a difficult battle regardless of what you think.
How many times do I have to say it? I have a Pokemon master, and there's no way I'm going to say, all right, Donald, so let me get this straight. Don't you fuck. So far, you've let yourself get absolutely bodied by a Wigglytuff and a Slaycon, but you expect us to believe you are a Pokemon master?
Yeah, Donald, you're wrong.
Jesus Christ, and unfortunately he was too. That's it, I've had enough of this damn gym. I'm completely over.
Oh, come on, Donald, but the gym design is so far in your mind. Don't patronize me, Joe. The battle is based on opposing strategy. And it's for the cunning and tactful trainers like yourself.
Jesus.
Get all the trainers to make my nuts. I just want to get to Norman already. Is there anyone left I have to battle?
I think there's two more trainers. The one in front of you is actually kind of easy with the big one, but the other one is a bit scary with a Zancy. I remember because that one has actually killed one of my Pokemon in those last before.
Oh, Donald, you have to go fight the Zangoose. I need to see it.
Just try to contain yourself, Joe.
Oh, don't you worry about the jumping anything. Returning back to the normal fight, you need to be careful with each member of this team, Donald. Skinner can hack you down. Bigger rocks can do crazy damage and stab critical hit sizes. And mess with your strategy. With Encore, the remains can belly run really unfair. And Flaking can easily run its way over the entire.
Okay, look, Obama, you think I'm believing this fight, but really I got this. Stop worrying about it. I'll figure things out as we go.
Oh my God, fucking that thing. That thing is so badass. Design is so cool.
Joe, calm your furry ass down, please.
Hey, I told my back in my DR and a couple of things. That thing is so badass.
What is that?
Its design is so cool.
Holy shit, Janet, that is absolute fact.
Wait, Joe, are you saying he's shampoo?
Big time, that's why Emmy's such a cash game.
Somebody shoot me.
Zangoose isn't even available to catch.
Well, there's a whole different version of Emerald that I would consider trash. I actually made it myself a couple of years ago. You can come check it out on my channel. During the Brawl fight, even had it right.
Jesus Christ, all right. Forget about it, Obama. It's finally time. All the gym trainers in the field doing has already made his appearance. Pokemon Challenge has already made his appearance. And somehow J.F. fucking King made an appearance. Don't ask me to explain that. All I know is there's definitely no one else that's going to come in and interrupt us.
Goddamn it, Donald, that advertisement was completely your fault for saying that.
Whatever, at least we won't get one during the gym fight now. Let me see how the team's looking here. So, quick brawl and fight, sure. I think Miracle Seed on Sky and Silk Scarf on Mango makes sense. I don't know about Ruby though.
The secondary might be a good idea. I think it's like a draw, so that might be good to have just in case.
Alright, good look, Obama. I doubt it's going to come down to that, honestly, but you're right. It's better to be prepared for that situation than not be. I'd hate for it to come down to his last Pokemon just for us to fall asleep and not be able to do anything about it.
That's true. I've been planning on taking this one seriously. The last gym battles were both super close, even with extensive preparation and a bunch of luck. So I feel like we owe it to our party members to take the plot.
Alright, here we are. It's Archie versus the Duke of Nothing Father. We're just going to help his wife and 10-year-old son move into their new home. Time to show him who the real man of the house is.
Speaking of our house, after this battle, we have to go back and talk to our mom to get the Android phone. Then we can just surf from that lead there over the mall hill. It's actually pretty cool how the whole thing wraps around so I can do.
All right. right, well, give me this Obama. We'll try to remember that. Let's just focus up here, how we're doing.
All right, so first matchup is Spinda. I'm going to go over Rock Match defense drop first, then I'll start going for metal claws for more damage.
That's a good plan, Donald, but yeah, I always go into the confusion so immediately. Don't be afraid to switch out to a faster coach.
Now we've been trying Obama close to the boys.
Come on, fight.
Guys, how strong, my God, damn it, tight end.
Seriously, Donald Trump can play a pivotal defensive role for us down the line. We've got to this our offensive unit like this.
Look Obama, I see what you're saying, but this is one of the Titans. Come on, little guy, quick through.
Oh my God, all right, you know, Donald, play the offense to the line. Please, get a bit wide out of the middle. We would want the fewest defenses in the network. That would be exciting.
I'm not going to lose it because I get myself into confusion twice.
Donald, I'm just saying, your referencing this Donald is a surface team, and that's just not a smart thing.
Both of you sound like children. Just calm down.
I swear to God, if I can get myself in confusion one more time, I'm going to flip the fuck out. Holy shit, what is happening right now? Editor, can you put like a meme or something here for the viewers? Because this is exasperating for me.
Donald, you are literally throwing this game at the very beginning for no reason. Why can't you just listen to someone other than yourself?
Jesus Christ, Rock, please just stop that driving. Get your ass out of the car.
Okay. Both of you, just shut the hell up for just a second now. Donald, we have lost all of our HP on our team, rock fight, and a normal gym just because of your stubbornness.
Exactly.
But Barack, can you just listen to your own advice and support Donald during this critical fight?
Oh my God, that's really... All right, Joe, you're right. This battle is bigger than us. Maybe Titan is confused with himself, but he's confused because his players are differing so much and hitting him from different directions.
What no? Obama can't hear us. What I'm saying.
Wow, Obama, that's actually really deep. Maybe you two are right. I keep forgetting some of these battles can actually be difficult. I'm sorry for not treating this like a team battle. I'm sorry for preempting you. I know you were excited to give us an early. Why didn't you hear that?
All right, Donald, sorry too. I was trying to act like I was playing to myself. Let's just come to agreement on how we get on the rest of this team.
Let's do it, Obama.
Yeah, Mr. Government, Governor, Christian, whatever. Let's just regain the advantage.
All right, so secret power hit the single stand.
It makes sense to me that we got the promises to be better to go through. Yeah, exactly that. Unfortunately.
That sounded pretty funny.
Okay, so Tyson got screwed over by bad RNG, and Mango is getting screwed over by what should be good RNG. Love to see that change.
With Mango. Okay, Donald, precarious position we're in, but it's not over yet. We still got losing stride and taking away from it. Let's just find it.
Okay, yeah, things are a little bit tougher now. Here's the plan. He's going to heal, but Ruby's going to finish off the big off, and then hopefully we'll have number two. Then we can analyze the flaking, and we should be able to 1v1 him with Sky after that. What do you guys think?
Donald, that just seems a little bit optimistic. For now, let's just see how much damage we can do to this team. Yeah, don't forget you still have Montreal and great part of the party. They can still be a good move to switch it after that.
All right, you know what? We'll keep this mind here. It's a round one road after all.
Still listen to Donald. If the new manages to get up with all the guns here, the ball and hear the back and forth, the battle to their here.
Oh, yeah, you got lucky to put the head on Donald.
Still headbutted like crazy amount of damage. I didn't expect all that, if I'm being honest.
Okay, honestly, this is still a fine position, all things considered. But my plan changed here. I'm glad he's using his potion now instead of a flanking. But I still really want to keep moving alive for this. So I'm going to go ahead, sack these cows.